The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Mariota to throw it. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taylor, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw their verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Mariota now. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42.
64.
To throw, Mayfield. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat lift.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jannard Avery. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's complete to Taylor. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check, Mike 57. We ain't giving up.
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. 1st and 10 at the 19. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Browns 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brett, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Any weapon at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 54. In the face. Check 31. Check 31. Up, Johnson.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw a short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the Titans' 1-yard line.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Rip right.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, that's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut, and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. A first down throw for Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis 1 yard. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Complete to Jarvis Landry. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Regular. Opposite. Hurry.
They go play action. Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one in for a Brown score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Listen.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mariota, and Davis has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third down, Mariota steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are at halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to fire one deep over them, and this will be caught at the 30. It's a gain of 34.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 28 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A second down run with Lewis. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Mariota. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now Landry. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though, such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on. Three. Rush in.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Check it out, Reed.
They begin with Henry. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a second down throw for Mariota. Smith catches left side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To the air again. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. With it is Jackson. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Under 10, 10.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the second down throw on target. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. On play action, Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Titans go. It's Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Real.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Pistol.
Throwing, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start things on 1st down to Dion Lewis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Titans' 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota on 1st down. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards. Mariota to throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
Mark 57. Danny. Charlie. 57 to Mike.
Again, it's Mariota. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hurry!
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Browns, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.